Know the source of help and support available for starting a small scale industries. Know the pros and cons in becoming an entrepreneur. Pros means advantages, cons means disadvantages. So what EDP does is, it will help the entrepreneur with a vision, like what kind of activities they might have to do after 6 months or after 1 month. That clarity will be given by the EDP. Gross national product is the total value of all the goods and services that has been produced in a country, that is GNP. Hello everyone, this is Purna Chandra, Faculty, Department of Commerce and Management, Vidhyaashram, the Temple of Excellence. So we are dealing with the subject Entrepreneurship Development for 5th Sem BCom. And today we'll be starting your second unit and this will be your first session. So the name of the unit is Entrepreneurship Development Program, also known as EDP. So what we'll be covering today is definition of EDP, objectives, the various goals of EDP and importance of EDP. Also the definition, types and importance of what do we call industrial estates. So let us start with the definition of EDP. So basically what is Entrepreneurship Development Program? So we'll understand. Entrepreneurship Development Program is a program that is designed to help an individual in strengthening his entrepreneurial motive. So there is a person who wants to become an entrepreneur, but he is not having clarity regarding what kind of activities he has to do, what amount of capital he has to invest, or what is the risk that has been involved in the process. So what EDP does is, it is mainly designed to help entrepreneur in getting clarity regarding his motive. For example, there is an entrepreneur, he wants to come out with a clothing brand on his own and he wants to sell it to become an entrepreneur. So what EDP does is, it helps him to strengthen his motive of manufacturing or coming out with a clothing brand. So this is a definition. So EDP also helps entrepreneurs in acquiring skills. That is, just by investment, undertaking risk, you cannot be successful. What you have to do is, you should have certain managerial skills, like your communication skills, how you motivate people, how you influence people. So all these skills are also taught in the Entrepreneurship Development Program. So this is the basic definition of EDP. So now we are going for objectives, means goals of EDP. The first objective here states that analyze environmental setup relating to small industry and business. So basically, entrepreneur means he has to come out with some business like producing a product or service and sell it. So he will have to deal with different environments. That is, the different business environments like your technological environment, your economic environment, your political and legal environment, social and cultural environment. So what EDP, the main goal of EDP is, it will help the entrepreneur in understanding the environmental setup that is pertaining to the business. Next, select the product. So EDP also helps the entrepreneur to select the product. So the product here should match his investment, the amount of risk he is taking and his capabilities. So what EDP does is, it will help the entrepreneur to select a suitable product. For example, coming out with a clothing brand, or coming out with a smartphone, or coming out with a two-wheeler or a four-wheeler, whatever it is, EDP helps to select the product. Next, formulate proposal for the product. That is, for example, an entrepreneur has 4 options of producing 4 products and become an entrepreneur. Now what EDP does is, it will help him to formulate the proposal. That is, he has to conduct the feasibility study. That is, which product will fetch me more profit, which product is suitable for me. So entrepreneur now is not having any clarity regarding these factors. What EDP does is, it will give clarity regarding what kind of product he has to propose or formulate. That is the meaning. Develop a broad vision about the business. So business means it is not only about profit or loss. There are a lot of things like internal environment and external environment. Internal mainly is your employees, customers, competitors, or also your suppliers. So when you go to external, as I've already told, technological, social, political, legal, so everything you should be having a broad vision. So what EDP does is it will educate the entrepreneur, the prospective entrepreneur, to have broad vision regarding the business. That is the meaning. Develop passion for being honest. So entrepreneur will never be successful if he is dishonest. So what EDP teaches is it will ask the entrepreneur not to lie, not to commit any frauds or any kind of criminal activities in order to prosper in the long run. That is the meaning. Know the source of help and support available for starting a small scale industry. So there are a lot of institutions, government run institutions, they are giving assistance to entrepreneurs like your MBFC or your SSI, your SIDBI. There are a lot of institutions. So what EDP does is it will help and support the entrepreneur by educating him about the various sources of help that is available to him. That is the meaning. Next, we go for objectives of EDP. Acquire the necessary managerial skills required to run a small scale industries. Managerial skills like your communication skills, leadership skills, and also other functions of management like planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling. So all these things are the objectives of EDP. Know the pros and cons in becoming an entrepreneur. Pros means advantages, cons means disadvantages. So entrepreneur means there will be disadvantages as well as advantages. So what EDP does is it will help the entrepreneur to know what are the disadvantages that are also associated with starting a business so that he can convert his weakness to strength. That is the meaning. Next, to foresee future risk and uncertain events that might occur. That is, there are a lot of uncertain events that might occur. So what EDP does is it gives education regarding what different kinds of uncertain events that might occur in future. For example, EDP might insist an entrepreneur to go with a fire insurance for his factory so that the risk is covered. Next, to enable him to take strategic decisions. So entrepreneur is new, is a new person who has just planned to start a new entity. Now what is happening here? During the course of the business, he will have to take n number of decisions and formulate different strategies. What EDP does is, EDP is a program that will help the entrepreneurs in taking such strategic decision. Next, enable to communicate clearly and effectively. So obviously, EDP teaches how to communicate, how to influence, how to motivate the other people that are working in his business organization, and also effectively. That is the meaning. Inculcate entrepreneur discipline. That is, entrepreneur should be a disciplined person. He cannot be lazy, and to be a successful entrepreneur, he cannot make it overnight. He will have to dedicate for minimum 5 to 7 years so that he becomes successful. That is, inculcate entrepreneur discipline. So next we go for importance of EDP. Gives independent working condition or independent working environment. So what happens here is, you are the boss, there is no one above you. So what happens here is, you are the person who is giving the command, you are the person who is giving the direction. So what is happening is, it is an independent working condition. No one is there to poke their nose in your activities. Next, help entrepreneurs with a vision. So what EDP does is, it will help the entrepreneur with a vision, like what kind of activities they might have to do after 6 months or after 1 month. That clarity will be given by the EDP. Solves problems of the masses. So basically, what EDP does is, there are certain people who want to start a business but are not confident enough. They might think that suppose if I invest and everything goes wrong, it will be a loss. To such masses, what EDP does is, it will solve their problem. That is, they don't have confidence. It will instill confidence in them so that they come out with a product and become successful. That is, solves problems of the masses. Boost the economy of the country. As already explained, the economy of the country will be boosted by more number of entrepreneurs. More number of entrepreneurs means more GNP, that is gross national products. So gross national product is the total value of all the goods and services that has been produced in a country, that is GNP, and also your per capita income. So your per capita income and GNP will lead to the economic development of the country because of entrepreneurs. Helps to make use of local resources. So you are starting your own brand of juice by using the mangoes that has been cultivated in your farm. So you are making use of the local resources and you are coming out with a product, or you are starting your own milkshake with dairy that is available in your town. So you are making use of the local resources. So this is the importance of EDP. So next, industrial estate. So basically, what is industrial estate? Industrial estate is a cluster of many industries in a single area. So we will understand the definition of industrial estate. Industrial estate is a group of factories constructed on an economic scale. That is, in Mysore there is Hebbal industrial area, for example. So here what happens is, group of factories, for example 100 to 200 factories, they form a cluster and they become industrial estate. The United Nations has defined industrial estate as planned clustering of industrial enterprises. That is, there is a cluster of nearly 100 to 200 industries operating in an area. For example, operating in areas. For example, there is a 300-acre plot. Inside that plot only there are nearly 100 to 150 industries. That plot together is called as an industrial estate. So next, industrial estates are situated in sites with good facilities of. So obviously, if you want to locate an industrial estate, there has to be certain basic amenities like water facility is important, your transportation, because there has to be access to your estate. If there is very poor roads, then obviously it is not feasible to start a industrial estate in that area. Electricity is a must for all factories. Bank, for any transaction, if there is a bank that has been located inside an industrial estate, it will be very helpful for them. Post office, obviously to locate, the pin code is necessary. If there is a post office, then there will be a pin code. That is post office. Canteen facility for the workers, so that they need not travel outside the industrial estate for food. And health facility, suppose some uncertain events happen and the workers have been injured in the factory. So to nurse them, you need health facilities. So this is the meaning of industrial estate. So next we go for types of industrial estates. So on the basis of location, it has been segregated into 3 types. We will understand one by one. Urban industrial estate, population greater than 50,000. That is, if the population of the town is greater than 50,000 and you are locating an industrial estate over there, it becomes an urban industrial estate. Semi-urban industrial estate, population between 5,000 and 50,000. You are locating an industrial estate in an area where the population of the people is between 5,000 and 50,000. You call it as a semi-urban industrial estate. So next, rural industrial estate, population less than 5,000. That is, if the population of the village or a town is less than 5,000, then the industrial estate which will be located there, we consider it as a rural industrial estate. So next, on the basis of organizational setup, that is, who is setting up, it is segregated into 4 types. The first one is government industrial estate. That is, it is established on a plot that is owned by government and the authority is with the government. They are the owners of such industrial estate. Private industrial estate are set up by private parties. Suppose a person is having 300 acres of land outside Mysore. He can start his own industrial estate, but only after taking the license from the government. Then cooperative industrial estate. So cooperative industrial estate is not profit motive. They want to serve their own members. Whatever profit they are making, they will help the needy people who are inside that cooperative industrial estate. Then municipal industrial estate. So municipal industrial estate, basically what it means is, for example, in India, Mysore, there is MCC, Mysore City Corporation. So there are certain industrial estate which are under the control of municipal bodies like MCC, or you go to Delhi, there's a municipal party. They will be monitoring the activities. That is municipal industrial estate. So next, we go for importance of industrial estate. Provision of premises and amenities at reasonable cost. So you don't have to invest much. All the amenities and all the facilities are available at reasonable cost inside an industrial estate. That is the first importance. So next, availability of service centers. Now, you have started your factories and your machines have to be serviced from time to time. So if there is no service center inside the estate, it will be a problem for them. So if it is available inside, they can get their machine serviced then and there itself. That is an importance. Minimum initial capital, as machines are provided on hire purchase or rental basis. So you don't have to invest much. Machines are provided on hire purchase or rental basis. I'll explain what is hire purchase now. Suppose the price of the machine is 10 lakhs. So the price of the machine is 10 lakhs. Now you don't have 10 lakhs amount to purchase the machine. So you go for hire purchase. Here in hire purchase, what you have to do is 3 lakhs. You will have to do down payment. So that is down payment, you do 3 lakhs. So remaining 7 lakhs, you will have to clear it off in EMIs. So this is the concept of hire purchase. That is, the cost of the machine is 10 lakhs and you are not having 10 lakhs. You are having only 3 lakhs. So you make the down payment of 3 lakhs. Remaining 7 lakhs has to be paid in the form of EMIs. And one more thing is, you get the ownership of the machine only after paying the last EMI. Till then, the ownership of the machine is not transferred. This is hire purchase. So next, rental basis means every month you have to pay rent. For example, you buy a machine, so you will have to pay 15,000 or 20,000 rent for the machine until you use it. That is rental basis. Avoidance of unnecessary delay, as ready-made premises are available. That is, there is no delay, everything is set. The industries are set, factories have been built, machines are there. Only thing is, you should make some investment and start your factory. That is unnecessary delay. There is no unnecessary delay. Suppose you want to start a factory outside an industrial estate. What is the procedure? You will have to buy the land, build the building, set up the factory, which is time consuming. Here everything is ready made. So there is no delay. That is the meaning. Cordial relationship between the industrialist. That is business to business. What is the meaning of this? So suppose there is a tire manufacturing factory and an automobile factory in the same industrial estate. Now what happens? They can purchase, the automobile industry, they can purchase the tires from a tire manufacturing industry which is located in the same industrial estate. So that leads to cordial relationship. That is B to B. So next we go for the sixth importance, that is increased employment opportunity. So increased employment opportunity means what? More number of industrial estates, more factories. More factories means more employment. More people get employment. That is increased employment opportunity. Better development of backward areas. Now, for example, there is an industrial area set up in a rural area which is backward. Now what happens? The backward area gets good transport facilities, good water connections, good electricity, because industrial area estate has been set up there. So in return, what is happening? It is leading to better development of backward areas. Better focus on business. That is, the investment is less, everything is provided at reasonable cost, so you can focus more on your business. you can focus more on making profit or enhancing the product quality or other processing techniques or upgrading to a new technology. That is better focus on business. Availability of support facilities, that is obviously business means, factory means there has to be transactions. So to do transactions, what you need banks. So now everything has gone online, that is a different issue, but you need banks. So for example, you want to deposit the amount in the bank to your account, or you want to send it to some other supplier of raw materials, you need bank. So if there's a bank inside the industrial estate, it is an added advantage for you. And also post office, that is you need a PIN number to locate your business. Suppose you are importing some raw materials from abroad. So for that raw material to reach your factory, you require a PIN code. So PIN code will be generated only if there is a post office. That is the meaning. Availability of infrastructure. So here you are getting quality infrastructure at reasonable price. You can make use of this infrastructure and you can become a successful entrepreneur. So this is regarding your importance of industrial estates. So this is it for today's class. In tomorrow's class, what we'll be understanding is institutions doing EDP in India. Thank you.